Hello and welcome, everybody. How are you this evening? We are so glad you are here. We are the Publishing Queens, and we are bringing you Black Children's Book Week. Clap it up, drop in the chat, say hello. Welcome, everybody. So, my name is Jerica Delaney. I am the founder and CEO of Living Epistles Publishing Agency, and I am also the author of The Best 5 Minutes. It is a prayer journal for women who are unlearning how to be busy. So I'm so excited that you are here. I have some great author friends that you are seeing on the screens, and we are going to be bringing you a lot of fun and exciting things in our kickoff today. So I want you to not only say hello in the chat because we got a little something for the first person to say hello, and then I also want to invite you to go grab a piece of paper or a post-its or pull up the notes on your computer really quick because we're going to be playing a game throughout this kickoff. So that game is fun facts about the authors. So each of us are going to give a fun fact, and you got to write it down really quick so you can remember it. And at the end, you may have a chance to win a prize. Okay. So again, I'm Jerica Delaney, and my fun fact is let's see. The very first book that I ever wrote was about a skunk. Oh my goodness. Yes. My first book was about a skunk. Wow. And so I don't want to belabor this too much, but okay, I need to see who was the first person to say hello in the chat. Let's see. I'm looking for you, all my little friends. Who was the first one? Let's check this out. Hmm. Are you guys saying hello? Are you there? Let's see. I think we have somebody. Let's see. Miss Polk 1961. Mia Michelle, you are our winner for our door prize. Woo! So we are so excited and we can't wait for you to enjoy the rest of our time together today. So I'm going to kick it over to one of my publishing queen author friends, Miss Cheryl Nicole.
Hey y'all, I am Cheryl Nicole, and I am the founder of Noah Publishing House and the author of the best-selling children's book, Uniquely Me, a poem celebrating individuality. And I'm super excited that you all are here with us today. And let me share a fun fact about myself. So I once got out of a glass bottom boat and I stood in the middle of the ocean in Tobago. Mind blowing, I know. Yes. So I am now going to kick it over to my publishing queen, Miss Tia Russell.
Hey, everybody. I'm Latia Russell, and I am the co founder and operator of Ties Up on Publishing, and also the co author of Bravo the Brave Butterfly. I co authored Bravo with my husband and our 5-year-old son, both Williams. And a fun fact about me is I love cupcakes. I now am going to pass it off to my publishing queen, Miss Shelley. Shelley, you muted, hon.
Hi, everyone. I am Shelly Corinne. I am author and I am also owner of King Kai Enterprise. King Kai Enterprise consists of 3 different little companies: King Kai Wear, Shelly Corinne Books, and King Kai Publishing. But I will be reading my book because I'm also a disability advocate. I will be reading my book. There's a little boy in my class, but I don't know his name. This book promotes inclusion and friendship with children that have different abilities. So hope to see you guys there. And I am turning it over to Farah.
Hello, everybody. My name is Farah Fryer, and I am the founder and CEO of House of Inspire. My book is in the works, so I don't have a book just yet, but on Tuesday with Miss Shelley, I will be bringing you a fun activity. So I hope to see you there. And a fun fact about me is I took a trip to Spain once and I crawled down into a volcano and I survived. So I will now pass it along to my publishing queen, Miss Crystal Jordan.
Hi everybody. My name is Crystal Jordan. A little bit about myself. I'm a pearl autism advocate, and the book I will be reading is called Just Like You. It's about a little boy named Zachariah, inspired by my son. And pretty much, I am opening up the conversation about autism awareness. And I'm making it awesome by having a positive affirmation to come right behind it. Now, a fun fact about myself is my birthday is Christmas Day. Yes, my birthday is Christmas Day. So that's my little fun fact. And now I'm passing the mic to Jasmine.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jasmine Hawkins. I am the co founder of Golden Step Publishing, and I will be reading Jason Becomes a Hero. It hasn't published yet. It will be publishing next month. Oh, well, yeah, next month on the 16th. But yeah, I'm super excited. And a super fun fact about me is I am addicted to Starbucks. I love it. And so I'll be passing the mic over to AJ.
Hey, how is everybody? I'm so excited to be here. I'm a mama of six, so I'm just loving this. This is so fun. I am the CEO and author of Zoe's Great Adventures, and we've done this with all of our kids. So all of our kids are authors too. And this week, I'm so excited to read Crystal Jordan's I Am Awesome. And I'm just so excited to be here and just a part of all of this. We're celebrating you, you guys. We're celebrating you as a child, just your amazingness. So this is very exciting. So a fun fact about me is I used to dance for the Denver Nuggets, the NBA. Woo! Little Denver Nugget dancer. Oh yeah. And I'm going to dance on Wednesday. I have to learn the choreography tonight, so wish me good luck. All right. All right, I love it. So we're going to pass the mic off to the awesome, the amazing publishing queen. Drum roll, please. Kimberly Neesmith. Yes. Woo.
Hello, everyone. I am, like AJ said, Kimberly Neesmith, and I am an author and CEO of Miss Education Publishing and Consulting. I have written several children's books, one of those being my first, The Big Magnolia Tree. And so I started writing just because I thought, oh, well, this might be a fun little venture. And then I became addicted. So during quarantine, I ended up writing even more. So I came up with my journal, I Am Loved. And I also have another children's book, I Am Who I Am, which is a book of positive affirmations. But that is not the book I'm going to be sharing with you all this week. I will be sharing with you my latest book, Happy Pappy. So Happy Pappy is my latest book. And the fun fact about me is that the reason I wrote Happy Pappy is because my family owns a ice cream truck. So that is my fun fact. And so I always tell people, if this teaching and authoring thing never work out for me, I can always go and sell ice cream at the local family ice cream truck. So I'm going to pass over to my publishing queen friend, Tamika.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. My name is Tamika Young. But before I get started, I would like to kick it back to Shelly. She forgot to share one fun fact with us, and we definitely need to know what that is. So, Shelly, what's your fun fact?
My fun fact is I do not like chocolate, but I love Reese's.
Well, I love chocolates, but that's not my fun fact. So, my name, like I said, is Tamika Young, and I am the founder of Beautiful Beginnings Publishing Agency and also the National Association for Kidpreneurs. So we teach young authors how to write a book or to start a business. So I really enjoy working with young entrepreneurs, and I am so happy to be here with all of you, and thank you guys for joining us. And my fun fact is I used to work at Walt Disney World. So I worked at Walt Disney World, and it was a very fun experience. Very fun. It's like one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. So now that we have met all of the publishing queens and learned everyone's fun facts, now it is time to see if you guys were all paying attention. So I hope you guys were all paying attention because the first person who answers correctly will win a prize. So in the chat, you must list the first name and the fun fact of the authors that have been shared. And you'll have a few minutes to do that. And we will start in 3, 2, 1, go. I feel like we need some mood music. Do 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 do. I hope you guys like my my tone. So let's see, how's it going? Is everybody? Oh, there we go. If you don't know them all, just list the ones that you remember. Just list the ones that you remember if you don't know them all.
Make sure to list them all. We're gonna give it, what, 1 or 2 more minutes, ladies? Okay, I think we're ready. We've been looking in those comments and tallying it up. Thank you guys for participating. It's been so much fun. I want to congratulate Mia Michelle. Mia, thank you for paying attention and remembering most of our favorite things or our fun facts. And you win a gift card. So we will be getting your information. We need to get your email address and we will be sending you a $15 gift card. And now I want to hand it off to Tia so that we can wrap it up.
Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We really, really appreciate it and for paying attention and listening to our fun facts. We want to take some time to open it up for a question and answer session. So what questions do you have for us? We will be looking in the comments and answering some questions. So if you have a specific question for a particular author or for any one of us in general, let us know. We are here to talk to you. And as we wait for those questions to come in, I will share just kind of what our expectations are or what our plan is for the week. Each week, one of us or two of us actually will be doing a nightly reading of the books that we shared. And because we are givers, we want to keep the spirit of giving coming. We will be doing nightly giveaways, but we're going to ask you all for something. So, again, pay attention. If you want to be entered into our nightly giveaways, then all you have to do is put your name in the chat of the readings. You have to stay till the end, and then you can we're going to ask you all for your email addresses. If you feel comfortable sharing that with the individual author, you can feel free to do that, or you have all of our names on the screen. If you want to reach out to any one of us, we'll kind of be compiling that information. And what that does is that will allow you all to stay in touch with the publishing queens, all the goings ons, all the things that we have coming up. We have so many dynamic women here, and we have a lot of things on the horizon, all individually and collectively as the wonderful collaboration that we are. So you all will be joining our respective families, our newsletters, our email lists, and we promise we will not spam you. Okay. Sometimes you might have to remind us to reach out, but I just want you to know that by sharing your email, that will enter you into the giveaway, but it will also put you on our email list. So if you're like, well, I didn't ask you to email me, well, you kind of did. I'm just kidding. So that's what that looks like. Every night, stay for the full reading. Pop your name in the chat. If you feel comfortable putting your email in the chat, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, feel free to reach out to one of us individually, or someone that you see here on the screen. And you can even say, I was on Monday night listening to Cheryl and Latia. I wanted to enter the giveaway. Here's my name and my email address. And then we will be doing nightly giveaways. That's it. It's that simple. So coming back to the comments, any questions, ladies? Do we have any questions in the comments?
Yeah, it's a question for me.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So what inspired me to write a book? Well, I've always wanted to write a book since I was little. But I never actually knew how to write a book, right? So I did a lot of research and I came across these ladies, Crystal, and that's what inspired me to write my book. Plus my son, my book is about my son Jason and about bullying, and so yeah, that's my inspiration.
I would love to hear everyone's inspiration if we have time. I think that is an amazing question. So, personally, I don't think we've all really gone around to say that. So, I know we don't have a lot of time, but if we can just like do it in like 1 60-second, like quickie, ladies, do you guys mind?
Why don't you go first, Tamika?
Okay. What has inspired me, and again, I'm the founder of a nonprofit organization and I help children start books. So that's been my inspiration. And I'm more inspired to help them to publish their own books than I have been to actually write my own, even though I have written a couple. I just prefer to help them to publish their books. And I'll hand it off to Cheryl because she's on my left.
I knew I was coming up, but I was inspired to write Uniquely Me because I am a 17-year veteran special educator and I work with students with diverse special needs. And a lot of times people pigeonhole them, and I wanted folks to see that they shouldn't label them, they shouldn't pigeonhole them, but that they should see their uniqueness as their superpower. So my book is an open love letter to my students, and it was illustrated by a student with special needs. So that's what inspired me. And I'm going to hand it over to Miss Farah.
Well, my inspiration for creating a book was my profession of occupational therapy. No one really knows what the heck OT is, so I thought the best way to do that would be to create a little girl who wants to be an OT like her mom. And she goes around the neighborhood and does problem solving, which I know a lot of kids at a certain age start to do. So that was my inspiration. And to see a OT who looks like me, I thought that that might help inspire the little girls in my community. And that is my inspiration. And I will pass it off to my book buddy for Tuesday, Miss Shelley.
My inspiration for coming up with my whole company, King Kai Enterprise, is inspired by my son, Kai, who has a rare terminal genetic disease. So I started a company so that when he does pass away, I want his name to always be remembered. So that's why the company was started. I started selling t-shirts under him, and then I started writing books. My best-selling book, the one that I will be reading, is based around him and the struggle of kids seeing him and seeing that he's different and then not want to interact with him, or they look at him or say, oh, why does he look like that, and stuff like that. So my goal is to kind of be out in the community and teach people that it's okay, even if a child or adult or anybody looks different than you, to learn how to get past that fear and that anxiety of, oh, they're different, so I can't talk to them or anything. So that was my goal. I'm hoping to just make the world more inclusive, because my little Kai needs it, and so many other people and individuals need it as well. And I will pass it off to AJ.
My inspiration is my kids. Like I said, I have 6 kids, and 4 of them have apraxia of speech. And so that's the inspiration for our first book of doing speech therapy on a horse in a barn. And our next book is, doing the adventures online through a pandemic. And then, of course, our last book that we just launched is our roots, our Hawaiian roots. And I think it's important to share our legacy, and like what has been said earlier about being inclusive and different color skin, different eyes, different personalities, right? We all have different things going on, and it's just so important being an educator, being in the classroom, being a mom, that our kids are all accepted for who they are, their unique selves. And I love that we're gathered together as publishing queens celebrating you. And so I'd love to pass on the mic to Kimberly Neesmith.
Thanks, AJ. So my publishing journey came a little differently. My publishing journey started as a graduate student. I was getting my master's in education, or actually curriculum instruction, and I experienced the sudden death of my grandfather. And for those of you who know me, you know that my grandfather was like a pillar, and I grew up just having him involved in my life, and it was sudden. So, of course, grief has its own way of just overcoming and helping people deal with certain parts of their life. And that was a stage for me where I had to learn how to deal. And I've always enjoyed writing. And as a result, I wrote a poem as a result of a graduate school assignment. And the poem sat on my computer for 12 years. And I remember my grandmother coming to me and saying, you need to publish the book. And I had no clue what she was talking about, because she had never known about the actual book, the poem that I had written. And so as a result, I ended up publishing my first book, which was The Big Magnolia Tree. And as I told you, it just became addictive. I became consumed with publishing and writing, and it just was freedom for me just to get stories out. Because I remember growing up as a child, my mom always looking for books that identified with me. She wanted to be sure that I had characters that looked like me, but also looked like my friends as well. So I wanted other children to have that same experience. And so that's how I started my publishing journey. I am going to pass it over to, let's see, I think I'm going to pass it over to Tia.
Why act like I was surprised when I heard my name? So So, what inspired me to write is much like many people have said here, my son. When it took us a very long, long time to have our child, we did not know that we would be blessed with him. And surprisingly, we were. When I say surprise, I mean surprise. And so we do affirmations with him, and we do affirmations from the time he was born. And as he started learning his ABCs, we started doing affirmations with him from A to Z. And I was like, ooh, this is a good book. But I didn't know how to bring it to fruition. And so figured out how to do that. And we have that book written. It's in the process of getting illustrated. Ironically enough, it's not our first book, but in the meantime, we've published upwards of 14 pieces of content in just over a year and a half of establishing our publishing agency. And so books, coloring books, journals, all of those things. And we write as a family. And so that's really important for me. And it makes me smile because whenever we take him anywhere, he's like, I'm a published author. So it's awesome. And he's also a best-selling author because our debut children's book became an Amazon best-selling author within 20 hours of going live. So we are so excited about that. We have so many more stories to tell. So just keep in touch with us. I'm going to pass it over to my publishing queen, Crystal.
Hey everybody. So I love this question. What inspired me to become an author? It's really simple. I'm an awesome mom, like my shirt says, and my son has autism. So he inspired me to write my first book just like you. And I decided that I wanted to keep going because I did it as a hobby for the first book, not realizing people actually was gonna buy it, review it, love it, DM me. It was great, and it still is great. I'm still getting DMs, and I love it. And my inspiration is my son. I want more kids, and I especially want more Black kids to know what autism is, know what it looks like, and how to respect each other. So that is my inspiration. Seeing my son face on the market makes my day. That's my inspiration. And I'm going to pass the mic to my friend and my publishing queen, Jerica.
Hey everybody, I'm back. And I am inspired to write by my three nieces. The twins are 8, the oldest is 10, and they are such vibrant young girls that need to keep those minds going. And so, what better way to do that than writing, than reading? So, that is my inspiration for writing. So, my first children's book will be out by the end of this year, and it is titled My Auntie is a Model. And we'll be learning how to live out our wonderful virtues by the attire that we wear. So look out for that soon. And I'll pass it back to my publishing queen, Tamika.
Okay. Thank you again, everybody, for answering the questions. I'm trying to just look here and see in the comments if we have any more questions. As we wrap up, we want to stay true to our time that we have suggested for the evening of just 30 minutes, but we definitely welcome you guys to come and join us for the rest of the week. Let's see. So, and it's been great hearing from everyone. Let's see, Mia Michelle had a question. When writing and publishing a book, what's the first step? What's the most expensive part when publishing a book? And what platform would you recommend a first-time publisher to put their book on to see faster inside sales? Woo! I don't know who wants to take that. That's a lot. I would say that when writing and publishing a book, the first step is for me, I think you have to come up with your idea and do your brainstorming. So you have to know what you're going to write about. So getting a topic, and so that would be the first step. The most expensive part when publishing a book, by show of hands, I think we all agree on the illustrations. And with children's books, the illustrations can be pretty expensive, and that's the most important. It's a very important part and a very expensive, and it can be lengthy time as well. And what platform would you recommend a first-time publisher to put their book on to see faster inside sales? I honestly think you'll get different responses to that, depending on your goals and who you ask. So I don't know if anybody else wanted to jump in there. I tried to like quickly answer those questions based on what I know and what my opinions are. But does anybody else have any thing to add?
Yeah, real quickly, Tamika, I agree with everything you said. I would also say when writing a book, right, you have the idea, you also want to think about your message, right? What is the message that you want to convey to your readers? And who are you talking to? So who is your audience? So make sure that you know what your message is, and who you're talking to. So yes, and get to writing. And also you don't have to just, sit down and write. You can just also record your thoughts on a phone or what have you. And always, if you have ideas and thoughts, keep like a notepad or something around so that you can record those thoughts. So get to writing. Happy writing.
Tamika, I think you covered it.
Well, thank you. Pat myself on the back. I've been around some amazing ladies, and they may or may not have helped contribute to my answers. That would be you guys. So thank you for being such an awesome group of young ladies. And again, I look forward to the rest of this week. For those of you that are watching, you guys are in for a treat. We will be sharing, having read-alongs, sharing activities and games, and then we're going to end the week with a very special activity. So thank you again for joining us tonight. Thank you for your questions. Congratulations to our winners, and have a great night.
Good night, y'all. Bye.
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 Good night, everybody.
Bye. See
Bye.
you next
Have a good
week.
night.
See you
Bye.
every night of the week.